Breaking news, like, comment, subscribe, links in the description. The headline is, I just killed a guy. A Texas man admits he chased down a Moroccan driver before killing him. So I'll just tell you about this story, then I'll read through the majority of the article. It's quite short. This happened on October the 11th, 2021. It's in regards to this gentleman here, Terry Turner, 65 years of age, and he lives in Texas. Essentially, he was going to the bathroom. According to his affidavit, which is a written statement to the police, he was going to the bathroom in his home, and he saw a vehicle on his driveway, which he thought was rather suspicious. So he went outside to investigate, brandishing a weapon, brandishing his gun, and the car concerned that was parked on Terry's driveway reversed quite rapidly. Terry saw fit to chase the reversing car, chase on foot, and he shot. I think he only shot once, but seemingly it struck the victim in the head, and the victim subsequently died. The victim is called Adil Duguji. I don't know how to pronounce the name. Apologies if I get that wrong. So I'll read through the article in more detail at this point. On Friday morning, Terry Turner, a 65-year-old man who police say shot and killed 31-year-old Adil Duguji on October the 11th in Martindale, Texas, was arrested and charged with murder. According to the Caldwell County Sheriff's Office, a warrant for Turner's arrest was issued on Thursday for the murder of Duguji. On Friday morning, Turner turned himself in. Fred Weber, the Caldwell County District Attorney, told the Daily Beast, the publication, the Daily Beast, that Turner was charged with murder, but it will be up to a grand jury to decide whether to indict him. Turner shot Duguji, a Muslim Moroccan who had been in the United States for just over a decade, after confronting his allegedly suspicious car, which was parked outside of Terry Turner's driveway on October the 11th, according to the Caldwell County Sheriff's Office. When deputies arrived at Turner's house at 4 a.m. on October the 11th, they found Duguji with a gunshot wound to the head and his car parked at the end of the driveway. According to the affidavit, Turner told deputies he had gotten up to use the bathroom, and while crossing the living room and foyer of his home, he opened his front door and discovered Duguji's car with the headlights off, parked in the driveway. Turner told deputies that he ran back to his bedroom, got his handgun, and ran back outside, at which point he said Duguji's headlights turned on. Turner told deputies that the car started to rapidly go in reverse, and he chased after it. Turner chased after the car. At the end of the driveway, while next to the driver's side window, Turner said he hit the window twice with his gun and then shot through it. He then went back into his house and called 911. During the 911 call, apparently he says, I just killed a guy. He told a dispatcher, according to the affidavit. While the dispatcher was gathering information, Turner allegedly added that Duguji started racing away and I ran after him. So that's the full article. That's the full story at this point. So I guess the questions to ask is, was Terry Turner in any way justified to shoot Duguji? I don't know the answer to that. My speculation would be it will largely be dependent on what the laws are in Texas for protecting your own property. Should we look that up quickly? I probably should have done this beforehand. Texas castle laws. I think it's referred to as castle laws. Is that right? Could have that completely wrong. Okay, the castle doctrine in Texas presumes that using force is reasonable and justified when another person unlawfully and force enters or attempts to enter your habitation, vehicle, or workplace, or attempts to remove you by force from your habitation, vehicle, or workplace. Okay, so that's as much as I can refer to immediately. I don't know, man. I would look again. Let me make it clear. I'm nowhere near being a lawyer. I've got no idea. I'm not even in America. But I would be thinking that the prosecution may have a bit of a strong argument here. That's what I would be thinking. Okay, so Degui was on the driveway. And, you know, by the description, it seems to me that it's quite a long driveway. But he's on the driveway, but he's not attempting to enter the habitation. Now, I can understand why Terry Turner may be fearful that Degui's intention was to enter his habitation. Why else was Degui on his driveway? We don't know why. We don't, you know, I don't have a picture of the property or anything. But I would think that perhaps there's a reasonable argument to say Terry Turner was genuinely fearful that Degui was intending on breaking into his property, into the habitation, the house, but he hadn't yet done so. I don't know, man. It's a bit of a grey case, which I guess most of them are. So I guess that's the question. Was Terry Turner justified in shooting and subsequently killing Adil Degui? I don't know the legal answer. My moral response is, it does seem like a harsh reaction from Terry. It does seem a harsh reaction. The driver, Adil Degui, was reversing quickly. He had pooped his pants, as it were. I'm sorry if I'm being disrespectful towards the victim, but frankly, I'm just going to speak honestly. Frankly, I view this Adil Degui guy, and I'm just guessing, I got no idea, but I'm viewing him as a criminal. I'm viewing him that there is a good chance that he was unlawfully on Terry Turner's driveway with intention to break into the habitation, to steal, maybe to cause harm. So, look, I can imagine Terry's response, you know. If you're confronted with something that you fear is going to escalate rapidly, then grabbing your gun seems to be kind of a wise and reasonable thing to do, especially when you live in Texas, I think. And when you've got that much adrenaline pumping through your veins, acting in an overly harsh manner is frankly, in my estimation, to be expected. Look, I hope it's not the case that Adil Degui was misdirected by his GPS and just innocuously ended up at Terry's driveway. I hope Adil Degui wasn't there to try to sell Terry Turner some Girl Scout cookies or anything innocuous along those lines. But, you know, I don't know, man. I'm sure they'll investigate it. Hopefully they'll figure out why Adil was there. If Adil was there for any nefarious purposes, then I feel that Terry should be given a pass. Is my opinion, you know. That's my opinion. You don't have to agree with it. If Adil was there innocently, then I guess that would put Terry's actions in under a more of a microscope, I guess. But that's my opinion, and I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. There's the video. Hopefully you found it in some way informative or enjoyable. If you did, like and subscribe and all of that.